What's going on, everybody? It's Jay here. Today I have a short update for you on how we got our new furnace and AC system installed in the small house. Now, this is one of the few things that I was not going to try to take on myself because I have zero HVAC experience. I thought it'd better be left to hire a pro, somebody who could come out, give me a reasonable quote, and install the system in a timely manner rather than letting me fumble with it for a long time and ultimately probably not have it work well. Just because I wasn't working doesn't mean I was not recording. I still got a lot of footage and I learned a lot from watching these guys work, and I hope you will too. So let's go. Whenever I was looking around for quotes to install the new system, I got quotes everywhere from around $20,000 down to around $4,000 or $5,000. I wasn't going to go with the cheapest nor the most expensive, so I landed in the middle around $8,000 for this system. Now that is a lot, but I did opt for some upgrades. One of the obvious upgrades is the brand you choose, and I went with a Trane system. So this is an 18-SEER AC unit and a 92% efficiency furnace. I really wanted to upgrade that furnace to the high efficiency model so I could do one roof penetration and use PVC concentric venting. That way it's less roof penetrations and a lot of that heat is reclaimed before it ever goes out of the house. It also comes with a cool Wi-Fi thermostat that I can use to monitor which systems are running and how well they're running. And I also had to do the ducts. So with all that combined, I think the price I got was fairly good. And I did get a little bit of a discount because the drywall wasn't on the ceiling, meaning the guys could install the ductwork from the ground without having to climb into the attic. All the ductwork is, I think, R6 insulated with a foil wrapping, and all the ducting boots are also insulated with styrofoam. I didn't know that they had insulated boots, so whenever I saw them putting them up, I was actually fairly impressed. That's one of the things that I would have completely missed if they hadn't shown it to me. While one guy was working on getting the unit hung and installed, the other was going around installing all the boots and ductwork so they could eventually tie them all together. When it came to moving the units up into the attic, they obviously had to work together to get it up there, but these units are so much smaller than the old ones. They didn't really weigh that much. I think they were, 60 to 80 pounds? Not that much of a lift. If you remember the old furnace I brought down from the attic, it was about 6 feet long and weighed 150 pounds. So there's a significant difference from the old versus the new furnaces. Before they could put in the new coil, they had to take out the old, which meant reclaiming the R22 that was currently in the old system. Unfortunately, we can't reuse the R22 because new systems are running on 134A, so we drained the lines and I got it kept in a tank. These guys made really quick work of putting in the plenum and the return to the main system. After that, it was mostly tying in the runs out to the boots, and then we could set the dampeners so that we kind of control a little bit more of the airflow. It was kind of a joke trying to use the dampeners at this point because with no ceiling or walls in, they were just completely guessing about how much air was going to be going through the different runs. But A for effort, I suppose, but we're really just going to have to wait until the walls and ceiling are up and see how much air is actually going into the individual rooms. These guys were very gracious, letting me follow them around with the camera the whole time. They said it was no big deal, and they thought it was interesting that I was doing this project by myself and supported the idea, so we had quite a few things to talk about while they worked. Normally, these guys will come and install the main portion of the system like they're doing here, then wait for the drywall to go up, and then come back and finish off the details with putting the vent covers on. They know I'm doing this myself, and they were okay with it taking a little bit longer than normal to come and finish the job. So with all the ducting in place and the new system installed, I went ahead and threw on the old thermostat just to see that everything turned on and ran. And oh my gosh, it was great to have air conditioning in the workspace. Well, as promised, this was a short update on getting the HVAC system installed. Watching people who are good at what they do is one of the best ways to learn something that you're not familiar with. So even though I always advocate for trying things yourself, sometimes for important systems it's best to let the experience take the lead. Either way, I hope you're inspired to still take on something that's meaningful to you. If you want to follow this renovation from start to finish, I would invite you to subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to reading your comments down below. Until next time, a good day.